We're live. Welcome to Jenkins and Jones, independently owned and operated since April 2025. I am not your normal host. Your normal host, Mike Gardabasio, is here, but he is having some Wi-Fi, challenges. He's going to do his best to sort of get through the pod, but in his stead, I will be hosting the show today. Jenkins and Jones is hosted by Dragonfly Jones, aka Tyler.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Lejethro Jenkins, aka John.
What's that, Bubba's?
And everyone's favorite Wi-Fi lord, Gardy B, aka Mike.
Motherfucking Mike.
We're
reaching out to you right now from the lagging abyss.
Can you hear us, Mike? Oh no.
What's up, twin?
Okay, stud buds over there. And I'm your producer / co-host for the day, Jackson Sapon. Waza. All right, we got a big show today. We're gonna go through all 8 of the second round matchups for the Bees bracket. Mike is cracking me up, dog.
We got a big show today. We got a big show for you today.
I'm trying to do my best Mike impression. Okay, I don't usually do this. I'm a little off.
Well, that's it for us, guys.
And then Tyler's gonna give a Clipse.
Circle back in 2 days.
John's gonna talk about the Givon album, and we will do Dookie Butt of the Week. Does that sound good, fellas?
Hell yeah.
Did something happen to the Discord this past weekend? Do we want to talk about it too, brother? Did we want to, you know what I mean? Some top tier jackal hunting was going on. Jackal wrangling.
They were calling that the Great Skogging.
The Great Skogging happened this weekend.
Great Skogging is crazy.
Summarize what was going on in the good old cord.
We're not going to summarize on today's pod what's been going on in the good old cord. However,
maybe we're doing all
people are demanding we talk about it this week.
I want no beef with nobody though. You feel me? But yeah, that shit was
sure. So if you want in on the joke here, I would recommend you subscribe to the Patreon.
They call that nigga Mike Rigatoni Rimick. You feel me? I must need to discuss how we handle weird shit though. You know what I mean? Before it gets to motherfucker getting jumped. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure out because nobody says, "Hey, you being weird? Let's be cool. Reel it in, shawty. We'll be all right." You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna improve the communication skills among the Discord, so we're not
that's on us though. That's
not holding in our feelings and then letting them all out in sort of an intense way. You know?
Yeah. We remained silent, and we should have stepped in.
We should have stepped in. That's on us.
That's on us, bro.
That shit was funny.
$10 a month. Patreon.com/Jenkins and Jones. The Discord access alone is worth it, I promise. And you also get the two extra free pods a week. Before we get too off the rails with the Discord talk, let's
one thing on the Discord talk. Just one thing on the Discord talk. I'm not having Wi-Fi issues. I'm just trying to listen and learn. That's all. I don't know.
He doesn't want to take away from anything on the pod.
Someone dropped the diss track in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the diss track was out of this fucking world.
Nigga. Sheesh. Anyway.
Okay. Let's talk bracket, shall we? We have 16 teams remaining in the second round. Let's start with the OG region. It's getting serious now, folks. The heavy hitters have arrived. First matchup that we're going to discuss: 1 seed Orange versus 4 seed Watermelon. John and I both firmly believe Watermelon was underseeded. Fellas, what's your take here?
For sure.
I'm going Watermelon here, bro. Like oranges, listen, I love oranges, but it's like, how often do you really just like peel an orange and eat one of the motherfuckers? They're delicious when you do it, but it's not something you need to do. It's something that just happens, it feels like. You know what I'm saying? You just stumble up on an orange, like, oh, I got an orange, I'm gonna eat this motherfucker. And then you're gonna eat another one like 3 months later. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going Watermelon here, dog.
I eat a ton of oranges, bro.
Do you really?
I eat a ton of oranges. Niggas would have milk in the house too, and we would drink all the orange juice up. The milk will go bad before we finish that motherfucker growing up. We were some orange eating ass niggas. So You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm a bigger fan of watermelon, but I would get if orange. I'm scared of this matchup, bro. I think watermelon should win, but I feel like orange is going to win.
Really? Oh,
I mean, I just feel like orange, bro. Like orange is like so embedded in a lot of motherfuckers. Like motherfuckers eat oranges year round. You can't eat watermelon year round.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Orange juice, orange julienne. I don't even know what that is. I just said that shit. What the fuck is that, nigga?
Orange jubilee.
Orange jubilee, yeah. Niggas gonna come up with some crazy shit. You feel me? Orange slices, nigga. That ain't even orange, but fucking
orange slices. Orange slices
is crazy.
A staple of American culture.
I have internet for 20 seconds, so I just want to say, if you're voting for oranges over watermelon, you are a honky.
Hey.
Mike's saving all his bullets for when he can get a shot off. He's like, he's not.
Oh man,
I'm very
Julian is the president. That's what Jay Levin. That's a zinger, brother, for sure.
I think watermelon should win this. Personally, I feel like this would be like a 5-game series. Watermelon is
5-game.
Dude, watermelon, the highs of watermelon are so much higher than the highs of an orange.
Agreed. I feel like, but like for me, banana almost got watermelon out of here. And banana's taste ain't even good as ain't even close to orange to me.
That's definitely true.
That was shocking. So like these weird motherfuckers might do anything. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Watermelon is way better, but I don't know what that's why I said orange Julius, orange Julian. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come up with a bunch of shit, bro. But I feel like watermelon's better. You feel me? But I don't know banana almost got watermelon. That's fucking unheard of to me.
Right. Oh, this is a good reminder actually. While we're before we move on to the next one for the scoring, we need to be a little more clear than we were before. We are waiting we're doing the votes on Twitter and we're also doing votes on Patreon. And in the moment when there's a disagreement between those two, if Twitter votes one side and Patreon votes the opposite side, we are weighting the percentages equally, even though there's fewer votes on Patreon, because we want to give the Patreon voters extra juice. So that means essentially whichever side feels stronger, votes harder in their direction, will be the one that decides it. So if one side is voting 60-40 to orange and one side votes 70-20, 70-30 to watermelon, whichever side voted 70-30 in this case, who votes stronger will be the one who takes the cake. So it is a big incentive to sign up for the Patreon because there's dramatically less votes in the Patreon. So your vote counts more if you subscribe to the Patreon.
It's equal to your vote being 10 votes per one vote.
Right.
You know,
in round one, we had
10 times. Yeah. By
round one, we had like 470, 480 votes per poll on the Patreon, and it was 4,800 on the Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you want your vote to count in the bracket as much as possible, I would recommend subscribing to the Patreon and voting there. Next matchup.
Watermelon Super PAC. Watermelon Super PAC coming through.
I think the Patreon is going to hold down the watermelon vote. I do.
I don't know. Some people said orange, the brand strong for orange. We're gonna see, man. I don't know. Do what's right, though, people.
Do what's right. Do what's right.
Do the right thing.
The right.
Don't be a snow roach.
It's for the future of America.
You don't want to vote for the president, do you?
That guy?
All right. The next matchup in the OG region: 3-seed grape versus 2-seed apple. Who you guys got?
I got grape, man. I feel like grape and watermelon caught a raw deal here because apple and oranges, those are routine fruits. Those are fruits that are in people's daily routines. Whereas I don't necessarily know if watermelons and grapes are, right? You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah. So you're gonna have some morning breakfast, bias for apples and oranges that grapes and watermelon aren't gonna get. But I think grapes, and I love apples. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be those designer apples. I do not fuck with that Red Delicious bullshit.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? You need to give me some
bougie about the apples.
It's Honeycrisp for nothing for me.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, Honeycrisp. Shoot. But yeah,
that nigga said shoot. Shit. That Honeycrisp bar, you heard me.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going grape, even though I wouldn't be surprised if Apple. And I wouldn't be surprised if Apple wins decisively. I think Apple's probably the people's vote here.
I think apple and orange, that's the same thing. I'm scared of it because the brand that is apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of propaganda behind them both. I think they're both very mid, but we've been told for so many years they're incredible. No, I'm saying that they're like Tyler said, it's just they're good. I mean, it's fruit. Fruit is good. You know what I mean? Very seldom you're gonna eat a fruit that's not. But I mean, like when we're talking about what's best, apples and oranges have been talking about like they're the best fruits. They're not anywhere close to that. You know what I mean? Like grape is a much better fruit than an apple, but the brand that is apple is so much stronger.
I'm a little conflicted here because in the other one, I was saying I want watermelon because the highs are higher, even though orange might be more consistent, more available year round. Whereas here, I'm going the opposite. I think the highs are higher for grapes, but I'm an apple fan. I eat an apple every day. Apple's part of to Tyler's point, definitely a part of my daily routine.
So
you
apples,
eat 30 apples a
strawberries,
month?
Raspberries, and then yogurt every day?
I don't eat apples with breakfast.
Do you eat anything else?
I eat apples I usually eat my apple in the afternoon. It's part of my afternoon snack.
What is your diet like, bro? I'm just wondering. Is it really fruit heavy?
No, I've been trying to eat more fruit as I've been trying to eat more fiber in the last like month, but
get those bowels moving.
I try to eat a lot of protein and I'm trying to eat a lot more whole foods, less like processed stuff, so that's why I'm also skewed more fruit. And apples are so easy to get a lot of.
Yeah. Okay.
This is going to be contentious though, grape versus apple. I think we're going to be in the mid to low 50s for either side for whoever wins this.
Grapes. It has to be grapes.
Mike ain't got no Wi-Fi, nigga.
Grapes. Grapes.
It's got to be grapes. Move on. That nigga pick it and choose it. Bro, Mike, just talk. And if you go out, we'll just pick it up, baby. Don't be afraid to talk, man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I mean?
You also seem to do it
What do you say, Tyler?
Grapes.
If you want to put in the private chat your thoughts, we can read them. If that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel that uncomfortable,
doing okay.
Wi-Fi, my nigga.
I haven't really seen him glitch out too much. It seems like it's doing fine.
I just can't hear shit y'all are saying. I can hear like every other word y'all are saying.
That makes so much sense.
Grapes.
That nigga just yelled it. He didn't know what was happening.
Holy shit.
Oh shit. Oh man, that's funny.
In our private
Mike, hop in the live chat, bro. Might as well.
Put in our private chat. Grapes. Oh, shit. All right, let's go next region. Everyone's favorite tropical region. I'm gonna call it tropical region. First one, I think this should be a rout personally, because I'm pissed like Guava didn't win in the first round, but pineapple, pomegranate. Does anyone feel like pomegranate has a chance to pull the upset here?
Nah, pineapple gonna smoke pomegranate. That's gonna be like 80-20 right there, dog.
This might be the strongest of the round two matchups, or like the widest margin. I mean,
yeah, both of these round twos is over with. Pineapple cooking, mango is gonna embarrass.
I would assume mango is. There were even a couple people on Twitter saying kiwi should take it. I was surprised.
Well, I mean, people lie. You know what I mean? Lies happen. And them niggas is some lying ass niggas. Ain't no fucking way, nigga. People in the Discord they're putting mango in their name. Like, ain't nobody doing that with kiwi, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I do think the Discord is gonna be able to go super heavy mango, or the Patreon, I should say, is gonna go super heavy mango, which will help any sort of if Twitter goes on the wrong side of history here.
Well, Twitter is stupid, and that's true too. So, yeah, bro, ain't no way.
All right, let's go.
I'll eat a chew if man, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna do that. Tyler gonna make me eat that boot if Kiwi wins. Tyler gonna fly in here, cut the boot for me, and make me eat the boot, nigga. Hey, don't feed me like Shola.
Hey, my man's gotta have a code, bro.
Do the motherfucking eat the Timberland.
Berry region. We got 1 versus 4. Strawberry versus blackberry. I feel like this is also going to be kind of a rout.
Yeah, strawberry gonna smoke blackberry there.
But whoever
It is
Strawberry
good.
faces in the next round, whether it's raspberry or blueberry, that's what we're gonna get into. That's gonna be a title fight.
Strawberries cruising, bro.
Cruising. Raspberry, blueberry, though. I don't know, G.
Yeah,
I
what
would
do you guys
pick
think?
raspberry, but
Me too.
blueberry got some fans, bro. You feel me?
I think
I don't know.
blueberry. I think berries. John does make a fair point when he says berries are often inconsistent, especially strawberries. But I think blueberry is the most inconsistent of the berries.
Yeah.
A pack of blueberries, some of them are just absolute garbage. Like half of them, and then half of them are like decent. I don't know. Blueberries, I feel like blueberries are elite in smoothies. I will say that, but just actually eating the blueberries, so many of them are bad.
Yeah, blueberries themselves are whatever, but things that contain blueberries, I generally like.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So, like, I think even a good blueberry is pretty mid. You know what I mean? I eat them because my daughter used to like them, and it'd just be a bunch of them left over. So instead of them going bad, I'm just banging them shits. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's not something I got to get those blueberries every time I go to fucking Trader Joe's. You know what I mean?
And I love raspberries personally.
Oh, they're fire, bro. I ate so many raspberries one time. I'm not gonna say that.
Say it. No, say it.
Why? Why do I do this thing? Why do I do these things? I don't want to do it.
You got to say it.
I don't have to.
Tyler,
is Mike froze?
I think he's frozen. Yeah, I think the Wi-Fi is finally lagging out.
Damn. I ate so many blueberries one time, my shit turned red.
Raspberries?
Called a doctor. I was nervous as shit. Called my sister. Like, what the fuck? She said, what'd you eat? Blueberries, raspberries. She's like, well, there you go.
Hold on. So wait. You mentioned calling your sister when she was a doctor. So this was recently.
This was when I was in my 20s. That was my early 30s. Early 30s. Early 30s.
Did you say raspberries turned your shit red?
I ate so many raspberries, my shit was red. Yes. I was on a road trip, bought a
that
fucking
super jarring.
I was banging a fucker.
What shade of bread? What shade of bread? What shade of bread?
It was
like the red here.
It wasn't blood red. It was just red. It was just like remnants of raspberries. And so I was like, yo, tweaking. My anxiety started going crazy. And I called my sister.
Well,
She's like, what did you eat? You know what I mean? I'm like, raspberries. She said, well, John, there's your answer. And I was like, oh, I was like tweaking, bro. I'm like, I was in panic attack mode. It was crazy. But that's why I remember.
Bro just had a common case of the grizzly bear, dog. That's all.
Nigga. Yeah, I was Yogi Bear out here, nigga. You feel me? Banging shit, fucking fruit up, nigga. I was in a road trip.
Raspberries had your ankles up on your ears, brother.
Hey, nigga, you feel me? Tooted me all the way up, nigga.
Mike's got a real high batting average tonight.
You said what?
I said Mike's got a real high batting average.
Yeah.
Did someone say raspberries?
Hey, Miles said in the chat he had a friend who ate so many carrots as a kid that they turned orange. That happened to me. My mom gave me so much carrot baby food as I was a kid. Apparently, I was like a baby, that my nose turned orange.
Like actually, okay.
Not like I don't know. I wasn't there. I mean, I was there, but my mom was the one who noticed.
Who wasn't there? Okay,
I was there.
Yeah. Cognitively, you weren't there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Brain wise, yeah.
Yeah. You was there, but you weren't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
right.
That's crazy too. Yeah. You are what you eat like a motherfucker, man. There's some truth to that. You know what I mean? Insane.
Isn't that why flamingos are pink? Because they eat so much shrimp? Isn't that a real thing?
Yeah, they eat like a certain type of algae or krill or some shit. Well, it's krill or some shit. Yeah,
I did not know that.
I got a joke. I got a joke, but I can't make it because my children are in the room. But that's okay. All right. Hold on. I got the chat.
Type away, Mike.
Does it involve vagina?
I mean, that's what we're all assuming here.
I would imagine so.
That's what we're all assuming here.
I would imagine so.
Waiting on bated breath for Mike's joke in the chat here, but.
I put it on the regular chat. I didn't see it.
Which one? Oh, let me see.
Hold on. I gotta scroll up. Goddamn, I gotta goddamn scroll up.
What's your name on the regular chat?
Jesus Christ, Mike.
I'm not seeing it.
You want me to? Oh, fine. I'll
Big
pick
Mike
him.
indeed, brethren.
That's why I'm pussy colored.
Get it together.
Boo. That's an Al Bundy ass joke for sure, nigga. You feel me?
That's why I'm pussy colored.
I would have died, nigga, laughing at that shit. And fucking
Jersey
15,
Remick
nigga.
going
That's why
crazy.
that's why they call me
shit.
Remick.
Jersey Remick going crazy tonight. All right, we got one more region. The
Little
Stone
blood ain't
Fruit
stop nobody. You hear what I'm saying? Shit. It ain't stop nothing but a sentence. You hear what I'm saying?
Tap in, nigga.
Just subscribe to the Patreon, man. I promise. If you're bored, you got hours worth of content on the Discord to go through. I promise it's worth the $10. All right, Stone Fruit region. I personally feel like these can also be two kind of blowouts, setting us up for an electric next round. But do you guys think Plum has any chance to beat Peach here?
Ain't no way in hell, nigga. We only got to talk about this next.
There's just no way.
No way.
Peach
No
might
way.
win it all, bro.
I think Peach and Mango got a real shot. I think they got the real shot.
Those are my top two for sure. Nectarine versus Cherry. I do feel like Cherry has some legacy stuff going on here that might give him a puncher's chance. But personally, I think Nectarines are way better.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit in the dark on the public's perception about Cherry, but I think we'll find out this round.
Speak on that, though.
I really don't know how the mass public feels about cherries. I don't know if I feel like they're for sure got a positive, thing to them where I think a lot of people like them. I just don't know the degree to which they are liked. Because I'll say this, bro. Rainier cherries just are so much better than any other.
They're so much better.
Incrementally, like exponentially, bro. Like they shouldn't even be cherries. They should be their own shit or something.
Right.
Yeah, Rainier cherries, and this is that
cherries
time of the season for them too, bro. Like I got a bag of them in the fridge right now. But yeah, man, I'm like I said, I'm curious to see the public's perception about cherry.
Yeah, I'm with you. Because I feel like cherry flavoring is its own thing. Cherry flavoring also tastes kind of nothing like cherries. I feel like
cherry flavoring is not normally good to me.
Yeah, I agree.
It tastes like medicine, bro.
Medicine.
Like
grape
medicine.
and cherry flavoring is medicine to me. Both of them.
Watermelon might
always
be
in
the
this.
goat candy flavor to me, bro. Like
Watermelon.
Jolly Ranchers.
Oh,
watermelon or strawberry.
Oh my god. Yeah, strawberry.
Y'all's lack of appreciation for red and purple flavoring really bothers me, I have to say. These are foundational American taste flavors.
It's a foundation of American flavors. What?
Grape Kool-Aid is good. Other than that, it's everything else. I can't really think of nothing, honestly.
Shave ice, I get it. I get a half cherry. I get a half cherry, half grape shave ice.
You
know
do?
Like, I just like that. I do, bro. I love all that nasty red and purple shit.
That shit is so. It's too sweet.
That is
too. I'm just
wild.
Grape Jolly Ranchers.
Cherries are way better than nectarines to me.
Way better.
To me, I feel like we talked about this. West Coast nectarine is like peaches like are totally, we don't really eat a lot of nectarines in the South. You feel me? Like we'll eat them, but why eat a nectarine when a peach is available? Kind of how like Mike is the exact opposite. You feel what I'm saying? Because West Coast, the nectarine is supposed to be better here, but
the nectarine's great here.
Yeah, nectarines, I just don't really fuck with them a lot. You know what I mean? Cherries I probably eat more cherries than nectarines. So yeah, I say cherry personally.
All right. Well, the voting is going to start tomorrow. We're going to probably last it for 2 days, just like we did last round. It's going to be on Twitter and on Patreon. And once again, your vote, if you want your vote to really, really count in this bracket, you're best served subscribing to the Patreon and voting there, where your vote, at least based on the amount of votes that we got in the first round, will be worth literally 10 times what it is on Twitter, which we had, behind the paywall, but you can go back and watch that pod. We had a long discussion about whether that 10x amount was even not enough weighting. But we're giving the Patreon votes a lot of weight. So if you want to have your vote count and potentially flip a result from one to the other, your odds are best to do that if you subscribe to the Patreon and vote there.
Rock the vote.
Derek brought up bad nectarines. A bad nectarine is fucking horrible. It's not even. It's horrible.
I'm not sure I've ever had like I don't eat
you don't run into them a lot. Yeah, I don't run into like a bad fruit a lot, but a bad nectarine is probably the worst fruit that is bad. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if there are other fruit that's worse. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's a strong take. All right, let's move to some music. Some music talk. We got some stuff we want to talk about. Tyler wants to give an official sort of album review. The Clipse album. So Tyler, take it away, please.
Yes. But no, we haven't like we've talked about kind of the impact that the rollout and all that has had, but I feel like we haven't really had a conversation where we actually dig into the album. So hopefully we can have that today. I'll say I'm just so impressed by this album, dude. Just so impressed. Like all three of these dudes involved here, all three of them bought their A+ game. Just 10 out of 10s from all of them. You know, the verses from Pusha and Malice are sharp. The production from Pharrell is sharp. It's just it's a perfect album to me. But I'll say like the biggest feeling I have with this album is like a feeling of gratitude, right? Like I'm just so grateful for this album. I'm so grateful that this brand of rap is still moving me the same way it moved me, you know, damn near 25 years ago when I first heard Lord Willin', right? These are dudes who stuck to their brand, who believed in themselves, believed in the brand of music they made, and they delivered what feels like the best album of the year so far, rap album of the year so far to me, right? And I was watching the Clipse interview on Joe and Jada, and Pusha T said something that stuck with me on there. He said, we're not chasing trends. He said, we aren't chasing a moment. He said, we're chasing Locks freestyles. Right? Like and if that doesn't mean anything to you, then you're not the target audience here, because he's chasing the nostalgia of the rap game, you know, when they first emerged in the 2000s, where you see on the album they've got DJ Clue dropping ad libs, which feels just, it's so nostalgic, right? You see Pusha T went on a Joe Budden pod and said that whisper flow that he's doing on POV, he said that was Guru homage from Gangstar, right? Like it's something that is so timeless that it still feels refreshing, right? It doesn't feel, you know, they didn't switch up the game. They stuck to the script that they've been sticking to their whole career for 25 years, and it just still feels so impressive and fresh. And that album is a triumph, bro. I'm just completely blown away by it.
52 and 49, right? That's the age of Pusha and Malice, or the 48 and 52?
52 and 48, yeah.
Like at this point, dropping this type of music, I mean, like we talk about rap being a young man's game. I don't think so. I think we talked about this last pod. Like I don't feel that way when the best rap album I've heard in years is 52 and 48 crazy. But like Malice, man, like I don't know if I've listened to an album and felt like somebody's words had more weight. For him to take that break and come back and do what he's done on this album is incredible, bro. Like that's special. Even the way he talks about making the music is so inspiring. It doesn't even feel like rap when we're talking about this shit. It feels like it's bigger than that, what they've created. But like and you can feel the intention he put on every syllable. He didn't waste a single syllable in any of his verses. You know what I mean? Like the link I sent y'all about when they talked about Ace Trumpets, ballerinas, you know, and snow globes and shit, and it broke down how niggas used to, you know, ship cocaine. Like he's speaking a particular truth that we might not know unless you lived a particular life. Right. You know, he doesn't give a fuck about us and like regular. Like he's like, yo, I'm gonna just speak my truth in the most uncut form. You might not get it, but it's okay. But you'll feel this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I just, man, like obviously Pusha, you know, the beats were just special, Pharrell. But I just feel like whenever Malice spoke, like I blocked everything out. Time almost stopped for me, where I had to hear every syllable. I had to pay attention to every syllable. It really felt like somebody in the pulpit. It really felt like a man. I mean, like a man of God speaking in a particular way. But man, like everything I've seen around it. We talked about this where he said where like the Q&A when they asked him, you know, questions about you know, this one dude was like, yo, should I sell cocaine? And he was like, if you want to drive what I drive, you feel me? Like there's no regret with what he did. He appreciates the journey, you know what I mean? But he doesn't glorify it. And also he doesn't judge those who are doing the same. And I think there's something really amazing about how he speaks about these things, how he moves, and also aspirational. You know, like I've always thought I was like rapping Malice lyrics to my sister, pretending like I wrote them shits, you know, back in like early 2000, nigga. She was like, John, you wrote that? Oh my God, you should rap. I'm in the kitchen rapping shit like Clipse lines, Malice lines and shit. But I mean, dog, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if throughout the entire album, a single rapper has moved me more than Malice has in this album. It's just truly a special album. His performance to me just is, I mean, second to none.
Yeah, like much like his brick walk.
much like his brick walk. Yes, he did say that.
Indeed, brethren.
But yeah, that's going back to what you said. I have always said that Pusha T, you know, you're talking about how Malice had weight. I've always said Pusha T is a perfect rapper to me, right? He checks every box. The pen is razor sharp. You know what I mean? The voice is perfect. But I think what he leverages best that a whole lot of rappers don't do is he understands how to leverage presence. Where like when Pusha T steps on a track, shit gets dark, bro. Like, you know, some sinister shit is about to go down. Like that beat switch on the original So Be It when he went at Travis, the room got darker when you heard that shit. You know what I mean? And both of these rappers, Malice and Pusha, they understand how to leverage presence. Where it's like Pusha T, he kind of maneuvers in like the tension of shit. You're like, where is this crazy motherfucker gonna take us? Where Malice, he commands your attention, like you about to hear some of the realest shit you ever heard.
I feel like Malice is the type of nigga that moves in the darkness but doesn't get dirty. Does that make sense? Like I feel like his shit is dark, but he's the light within that space. So like he'll talk about things that move that hit me. Like we talked about this last podcast when I brought up how he spoke about his dad covering all bases, and imagine how he felt when he found bass in the cabinet, you know what I'm saying, in the cupboard or whatever the fuck, right? That's not light, that's heavy, and it's kind of dark. But the way he spoke about it was, it felt beautiful. Like it felt like he was giving a certain amount of respect and love to his pops and appreciation, you know what I mean, and also understanding, while also standing on what the fuck he did. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that the way somebody moving in that way is very abnormal. That's a hard balance to have. But he walked that fine line throughout the whole motherfucking album. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, like all he has is his truth, and that's exactly what he gave us. Yeah. And I appreciate him for that.
Yeah, it's that's kind of been what the Clipse music has always been rooted in. These are kids who, you know, they write about it themselves. They're like, we didn't hustle because we were struggling. We hustled because, you know, we gave into temptation. These are kids of a deacon who turned to selling drugs, and that has always been the extenuating theme throughout their music. It's like this battle with their conscience of them knowing that they turned to a life of crime, to a life of illicit gains. Well, they didn't have to, but the life of luxury was just too appealing for them. Right, like, and that's something that we've heard since their very first song, even before Clipse, on their album that never got released, The Funeral, where, you know, they're talking about when they die, how they just want they just want their funeral to be authentic. They don't want any fake people there. They only want the people they love, and that's always been another thing with them too. Authenticity is so important to these dudes, because, like I said, they didn't pull the shit. You know, lights got cut off. We had to get out here and hustle and get it. They wasn't gonna lie to you. That wasn't their reality. You know what I mean? Like you hear that line where Malice said, "My pops made sure he had all bases covered." So imagine him finding base off in the cupboard, right? Like he was like, my pops was working double shifts and taking care of us, but we was still out here hustling. You know?
When Pusha was talking about his mom, he said he made sure before she left, she made sure to stuff both fridges of one of his sisters. Come on, man. That shit hit me like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm like, the way they talked about they people, there was a certain, like a real respect and love. But a motherfucker had to do what a motherfucker had to do. This is what I want. This is my life. I'm going to do what I want with my life. But I appreciate everything y'all did for me. I mean, that's just, to put that into a song and to share that with us and to start the album like that, like this is where we're at. This is us. I mean, that's a brave move. It's bold. I respect the hell out of them. But yeah, you're talking about that Joe and Jada interview. And I remember having a conversation with my dad and his neighbor. They moved a particular way. This did a little time, you feel me? And I asked a question I shouldn't have asked. And my neighbor said, he was like, the way he answered the question was, I know that you said you see them two girls, you see them two babies that live over there next to me. I know that I can do whatever I need to in order to keep them safe and not lose a night of sleep. And like when he said that, my dad looked at him and goes, And like when Jada was talking to Clipse, like that's what I felt. I felt like I was in a conversation with some niggas that was on a different level, moving in different ways. And there's a certain level of respect that they have for themselves. Because when he said that shit, that you brought up about, I'm trying to give you that feeling of Clipse freestyles.
Yeah, lots.
And Jada said, appreciate you. But it was just like a particular spiritual understanding. Like it felt deeper than just those words. And I feel like this album is full of that. You know what I mean? This album is full of that, where they're talking about things and they're showing us a world that, I'm not built to maneuver in. You know what I mean? And it's real niggas sharing they truths. And man, heavy.
Yeah, man. Incredible album, bro.
Incredible
album. Two incredible dudes, too. Every interview, I've watched every interview. Every interview I've watched, I feel I've gained something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I know Mike talked about Sinners and how watching that made him want to create. You know what I mean? We're Tony Remick over here. You feel me? I feel like this album made me want to, just hearing them speak make you like lean in, do what you got to do for you, do what's necessary for you. Maybe people won't understand or fuck with it, but sometimes you got to move like that. You feel me? So bro, special album. It's not just the album of the year to me. This is a classic album. Yeah, it's an album I will listen to for the rest of my life.
It goes back to what I said, where you can just feel the dedication and devotion and effort they put into making sure it's so perfect, it's so aligned. Like there's so many songs where they're using the same flow. There's we talked about on Ace Trumpets where Pusha T's doing the rhyme scheme, Malice is doing the the EE rhyme scheme, Malice is doing the shit. We talked FICO, goddamn FICO. The song structure there, the song structure there with the inside outside bars, where they're both running that 2-man game and doing that flow, and then you got Stove God doing the hook, and he's referencing the inside out through the hook. Just so much cohesion there, bro.
That's my favorite song. That's my favorite song in a long time, and Malice's verse on that's my favorite verse in a long time, bro. I've run that back so many times at this point. It's crazy.
That dumb presence, bro. Back to what we discussed, rappers who know how to leverage their presence, bro. They put on a masterclass in this album.
I think Malice, like you said, presence. I think Malice's presence is so, like his words are so heavy because he speaks from a particular place within inside him. But I think Pusha the same way. I don't think they hop on anything and plan on telling a single fucking lie. You know what I mean? Somebody brought up in a B-Dot interview where Malice said rap ain't never been a reason I ate steak. He said the same thing on the Joe and Jada show where they was asking him, you took that break. How'd you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? And like, how'd you make ends meet? And he flat out said, rap ain't never been the reason I've ever eaten steak. You feel me? Like, what do you do when a nigga's in a room with a nigga speaking like that? What do you do besides shut the fuck up? Because that's all I'm gonna do.
Right.
I'm soaking up that motherfucking game, nigga. He's seen some shit I ain't never seen. You feel me? Moving in ways I've never moved. I need to hear all of that. You know what I mean? I don't want to step on none of them words, baby. I need to soak all that up. But yeah, that's how I felt when reading. I'm like, yo, let me sit down and listen to this. You feel me? Let me sit down and really listen to these niggas speak their truths. Let me really soak all this shit up, because it felt like it came from a real place and something I can gain from. These ain't made up stories for us to enjoy. You know what I mean? These is niggas that is talking about their lives. This is the autobiography. You feel me? And I'm thankful that they felt, that they felt led to share this, and also how they talk about each other, like how they talk about like how much I don't know why I feel sad about, like, it's just crazy, but how much Pusha missed Malice. You know what I mean? And how Malice watched his brother alone. You know what I mean? And they were like, and he spoke about sometimes it's good to be alone. Being a lone wolf isn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you need to feel that. You need to maneuver in that way to grow. I mean, these is grown ass men. And this is grown ass men rap. And I think that's the best version of rap, personally. Fuck that. Fiend. We can't go back to that. It's hard. I mean, there's a place for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, G. Yeah, this is that.
Well,
this is special.
hey, I don't know. Like I said, Clipse gave us the same brand of rap they gave us 25 years ago, and it's still on point, still fresh as ever.
I think they've grown. I feel like they've grown because as men they've grown, so their raps have grown.
Yeah. So
even if the sound, the formula may be similar, it feels a little different, and I think that's perfectly fine, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, John, you want to talk about the Givon album as well?
I just want to say, yo, Givon dropped an incredible R&B album, bro. Like, it has a fair amount of yearning. You need a little delusion. You know what I mean? Obviously, love, heartbreak, shit like that. There are some beautiful songs in there. My Somi, she actually stopped me. It's like this morning. She's like, "This is the first album I've really wrote down music to her." Like, I told you, SZA. There was a song on SZA that she loved that she wanted me to keep playing. I think it's called Leave Me, but she calls it Don't Leave Me Behind. It's called Don't Leave, I think, but she says Don't Leave Me Behind, which is like the part of the chorus. She asked me to play that for her, regularly, like it's like fucking Frozen. You know what I'm saying? She loves Frozen, she loves Givon.
That's awesome.
But like, there's like, and also it has those like most of my favorite albums have like an interlude with a beautiful fucking like a beautiful fucking song that they don't make a song out of, and it's almost frustrating because how beautiful it is. But it has that feel too. There's an interlude where he's just talking over it, and I'm like, Somi, you hear that back? Or humming, I'm humming that. She's like, yeah, that's really pretty. You know what I mean? And there's this horn, there's strings to start off the song that she really likes, and I'm breaking those strings down for her. She really likes it. But yeah, man, this is like the first, and I'll probably love it for that reason too. Where it's the first time Somi's like quiet and in depth, sitting on my lap and wanting me to talk to her about music. But yeah, man, a special R&B song album to me. And it's one of the best R&B albums I've heard in a long time. And his vocals are incredible. His vocals are incredible. The writing is special. He's in a nice little groove. You know what I mean? Riding the beat. The instrumentation, yeah. German low 120. The instrumentation is beautiful. Really beautiful instrumentation. He took his time with this and made a great album. So kudos to that man. Young dude too, talking about love from a particular like learned perspective. You know what I mean? Good for him. You know what I mean? I think he really out here yearning. We need more of that. You know what I mean?
All right. I think it's time for Dookie Butt of the Week. I will go first and say it's the Wi-Fi in Mike's Mammoth Airbnb. It's just it's a tough scene. I feel bad for Mike. I can see the frustration on Mike's face.
The Beatty, I think it's the Beatties that own this place. I got fucking 1.0 megabytes per second internet. That shit, they don't even make that internet anymore, bro. They don't even like you can't even run a thermostat off this shit.
What's funny is you froze right in the middle of that shit too. That's what
your audio came through, but your video.
We heard the audio though. We heard it. That was out of necessity. Respect.
Like, how are we even gonna watch Disney Plus in this shit, bro? You know?
I'm not sure that you are, pal.
It's over.
You're gonna have to teach those kids how to play rummy or something.
Backgammon.
Yeah, backgammon. Backgammon, exactly.
They're gonna be in there playing solitaire with actual cards, nigga. Playing war.
This is a rummy cub. This is a rummy cub house.
It's the shit we had to do when I was put up with Luke Power in Seattle because the trees.
I'm just gonna go ahead and co-sign Jackson's Dookie Butt of the Week. And then fucking mute my mic.
Mike gonna have them shooting dice. They're gonna be a mammoth.
John, who's your Dookie Butt of the Week?
Have y'all heard what Trump's trying to do?
Which one?
Yeah, like he's always up to some shit. Fuck that guy, man.
Have y'all heard like about I think it's about Cleveland and
trying to turn the names back and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw
that. Like, what are we doing? Hey man, I ain't gonna say that, but
we all know, and when it does.
We gonna run up. We gonna hop in that motherfucking Discord and run. You know what I'm saying?
Got his swollen ankles. There's some internet doctors out there who are saying some things. So we'll see.
The chicken nugget is dangling. We'll see.
It seems
might
like
might land in that fry box. Might land on that in that fry box. We'll see.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Chin went up. You heard me? You know what I'm talking about, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It does feel just like one ginormous. They were like, what is the dumbest thing we can come up with to distract people from the Epstein stuff? So that way they'll stop talking about it and they'll talk about something else. They'll stop banging down our door to release the files. And instead we're going to talk about changing back names to team names to something that we all collectively agree is unnecessary and racist. Like it's a sports team name.
Nobody even like who's arguing over this shit. It's just like just to be dastardly, just to be an asshole. It's just, and I don't know. He probably can't do it. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna put a lot of energy into it, but I think it just says it to rile motherfuckers up.
100%.
So,
Tyler, who you got for Dookie Butt of the Week?
Oh man, I'm going with the pocket watchers who have voiced their concern about this WNBA CBA that's coming.
Oh my god,
have you been seeing that shit?
Oh,
look, bro, look. I don't even want to have a conversation. You know me, I steer clear of.
Explain the shirt. Just explain the shirt first, Tyler.
Sorry. It was All-Star WNBA weekend. CBA renegotiations are coming up.
Shout out to the Stud Buds.
Yeah,
incredible weekend.
And the a lot of the stars at All-Star Weekend were wearing shirts that said "Pay us like you owe us," which is, I think, a nod to a Jay-Z bar. Pay us like you owe us for all the years that you hold us.
Respect.
But yeah, it's just like I said, it's people online who are taking issue with them, wanting to be cutting, more on the upcoming CBA. And like I said, I don't even want to talk math and profit versus revenue and all that, because fuck those people. I just want to know, why the fuck do you care if someone wants more money at their job? How the fuck does that affect you at all? Like, I don't get, like I said, I don't want to talk the financial shit. I want to talk about your fucking soul, your the makeup of, the makeup of your morality. Like, what type of fucking person are you, where you are concerned with someone wanting more money at their job and you don't want them to get it? Like, what the fuck does the WNBA going up to, like a higher fucking, cut in for the players? How does that fucking affect you at all, in the slightest? I just don't understand it, dog. Like I said, you gotta be a whole ass nigga to care about that. And to not and to hate on those girls for asking for for demanding a raise of pay. Like, that shit doesn't have anything to do with you, bro. And I don't give a fuck about what type of economic lesson you trying to run on me, Adam Smith. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit does not matter. It's none of your motherfucking business, bro. Like, it's simple as that.
They just like they act like it's a choice between WNBA players making more money or them making more money. It's a choice between WNBA players or NBA owners making more money. like this, it's a really easy
with the owners
choice.
is never gonna be like be the right side in a CBA negotiation, especially one like this on a league that is, you know, up and coming, and these players deserve all the credit for the league reaching a new, you know, historic heights every passing day.
Mm-hmm. A lot of fuck niggas out here, like you said. You know what I'm saying? You a hoe ass nigga if? There's a lot of hoe ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hoe ass niggas, dog.
Yeah. New hoe ass niggas born every day. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's all the time we have.
Nigga too. Fuck that hoe ass baby too, nigga.
I think that's all the time we have. It's certainly all the time Mike's internet has. We will be back for 2 more pods again this week. Most likely we'll have one on Wednesday, recapping the round 2 Beast bracket results. And so if you want to, you know those results as early as possible, and again, if you want to have your vote count for a higher percentage, please subscribe to the Patreon, just $10 a month, and then we will have.
Hold on, Mike. Jackson.
Okay,
you gotta ask the chat for their Dookie butt of the week.
Oh, you're right. I was gonna.
Lord,
I wasn't.
Jesus.
Oh, do we want to do that this week with the?
I wasn't.
I don't know, bro. I think they let the Dookie bud know they was a Dookie bud. I don't think we need to let them. We don't want them to run it back. You know what I'm saying? No, bro.
If we,
y'all don't gotta spare 3 or 4 hours to hear about the chat's Dookie butt of the week.
If we get their Dookie butt off on Maine, we're gonna be here all night. We're gonna be here all night if we let the chat push their Dookie butt out of the Discord and onto Maine. So
I will say this. I am happy for Mike that he got this moment because the vendetta that was there, that he had to be the bigger man all through that motherfucker.
I know.
I don't mind the victory lap right now. Mike won. Fuck that shit.
Mike got his victory lap. My Sabrina's arrived. My Sabrina sneakers arrived. We're all feeling great. We're all feeling great.
And with that, you got the vindication you deserve, though, Mike, for sure. You feel me?
Hey man, hey, I appreciate you guys respecting my wishes that we not turn our, we not all be arguing about someone disliking an aspect of the pod. I'm not, people could not fuck with me, whatever. The only stuff I don't like is if people suggest I'm controlling you guys or something, which I feel is disrespectful to the two of y'all as well as me. So anyway.
You asked us not to read the comment, and I honored your wishes, and I'm glad that I didn't, because ain't no way in hell I'd let that motherfucker slide calling you a vampire. Are you fucking kidding me, dog? I'm sorry. I would have to go back on my word on that one, Bubba. Hey, you calling the homie a vampire? Come on, dog.
Also, one thing too is like she's talking about you like you're not a human. Yeah, we have a show, right? This is a show. Jiggins Joe's a show. But we're all humans. That is like, if you feel that way, she could have hit you directly. You're making that public, like you're not a human, not going to see that. It's just cool. I thought that was really fucked up. You know what I mean? That's a nasty thing to say out in public about somebody that you could probably just hit up directly through the fucking, if you feel a particular way, through the fucking shit. You know what I mean?
And once again, for those who don't understand, we are all friends, and those 3 have been friends for a long time. Real friends in real life. This isn't just like us making a show. I'm new to the show, even relative to the whole timeline of it all. But we are all actual friends who just make a podcast together.
Yeah, that for sure. So for her to talk about an actual friend like that, like nigga, you ain't just the host. You the homie. Our kids are cool. You know what I'm saying? You call my little kids, niece and nephew, like, gee, like, so that's what's wild to me. When you look, if you've been following us for so long and you're the biggest, how do you not feel the love between us? You know what I mean?
All right. Crazy. Before we we'll say
the last that.
Go ahead, Mike.
What's that? What did you say?
I said, and that concludes the Great Skoggy.
The only other thing I wanted to say that cracked me up was someone said John was hilarious last episode. I can only imagine how funny he would have been if Mike had not been parasitically leeching his blackness off of him.
And with that, we will talk about
Mike be throwing me lobs, nigga.
we will
Say it, John. Say it.
talk about this more on the behind the paywall. Subscribe to the Patreon, join the Discord. We promise we won't be disappointed. But for today, bye.
Bye.